What up, y'all? This is Tracy from Squish, and today we got a good old-fashioned Halloween haul. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the spooky season is upon us. 4th of July has come and gone, and you know what that means. Like, the Halloween is creeping into the stores, and all of us ravenous, spooky fiends are, like, going into TJ Maxx like rabid dogs, as, like, the normal shoppers are like, what is that? I have a little Halloween haul. I don't necessarily want to call it a Halloween haul, because some of these items aren't necessarily, like, Halloween, but I would like to say they're close. They're in the same realm. So maybe we should call this a spooky girl haul because it's just like spooky things. So while I do have some traditional Halloween items that you've probably seen in other Halloween hauls, because you know there's a plenty, I have a few little surprise items that aren't necessarily Halloween. Before we get into all the trinkets that I've bought, if you're new here, this is Nerd Squish, where we take everything spooky and we take everything nerdy and we squish it all together. So if you like Halloween, horror movies, and pop culture, definitely hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos from us in the future. Where do we start? Because, like, literally everything in this haul, it makes me scream with joy. It makes me scream with joy. First and foremost, we have the Over the Garden Wall vinyl from Mondo. Oh my god. I'm obsessed. Over the Garden Wall, if you haven't seen it, is a cute little like mini-series that came out on Cartoon Network, and it has all the fall vibes. It follows these two brothers as they're like venturing out in this like sort of fantasy world and all the little adventures and things they get into. Like, as you can see from the front of this, it's just all these fall colors, fall activities. Like, it is the perfect thing. Like, when fall hits, watch this. It's gonna put you in the spooky mood. I had to get this vinyl, and thank God it works. It was sitting in my mailbox for a long time. It's a whole complicated order, right? Because, like, I didn't order it. I was going to order it, and then I didn't. And then my husband ended up ordering it for me, so I didn't have tracking on it. I didn't know when it was here. I live in Texas, so we don't have our own mailboxes. We have these like community mailboxes that you have to walk a block for. It's ridiculous and I don't like it. And the keys for the big boxes get stuck and I often can't open them. So I had this experience a while back and I was like, well, I don't know what's in here because I didn't order anything. So needless to say, this has probably been sitting there for a month, so I was like, oh no, the southern heat killed it, but it didn't. It's a resilient vinyl and it lives to play beautiful songs. Anyway, you didn't really want to start this haul with a rant, but yet here we are once again. So that's the front. We have the back that shows all the songs. So if you open, we have all this beautifulness. It comes with this beautiful booklet that shows like the list of the songs and all the credits for the writers. Again, this fall, you know, leaves, the vibes, it's going. But what I thought was really cool is inside they actually have sheet music. How beautiful is that? Gorgeous. Love it. Oh. So here is the actual vinyl. Nice and fall colored with the little logo. Beautiful. So like I said, if you have not seen Over the Garden Wall and you're a spooky girl, a Halloween lover, a fall lover, you need to watch it. You will love it.
It's a rock fact.
All right, next up, I want to talk about some thrifting that I did. I went thrifting this past weekend and the thrift gods were with me. So if you follow us on Instagram, you may have seen some of the finds that I captured and brought into my trinket collection. First and foremost, I got this beautiful book about Bela Lugosi. Now, if you've been around here a while, you know I'm obsessed with the Universal monsters. I mean, hello, creature is dangling from my ears right now. So I picked this up from the Limited Art and Antiques in Katy, an amazing store, one of my favorite places to shop in the Katy, Texas area. But this book is beautiful. Nice hardcover, you gotta love that. But it just follows Lugosi, his life in films, stage, and in the hearts of horror lovers. So this particular place, it is an antique store, and the back half is all like movie-related items, and that half of the store can get a little pricey. This was originally 35 bucks, but there was a little bit of a discount. But it's beautiful, and I'm so glad to add this to my shelf. Next up at thrifting, I got a burrito. Okay, it's not actually a burrito. Again, if you follow us on Instagram, you already saw this. Let's Oh, that was not a good reveal. Let's just, oh, it's a shirt. But it's not just any shirt. It is, in fact, a Hellfire Club shirt, just like Eddie wore, but it's dry fit. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is a dry fit Hellfire Club shirt that I found in the men's section at Goodwill for $1.99. Obsessed. Halloween Horror Nights, I'm ready. I'm gonna be in the fog, and you know what I'm not gonna be doing? Sweating. This was an absolute steal. I'm obsessed with it, and I can't wait to wear this at the event this year. The reason I did so much thrifting last weekend is my in-laws were in town, and they love to go shopping, they love to go thrifting, and they were kind enough to bring us gifts when they got here. They stopped at Cracker Barrel on the way in traveling, and of course they got all the spooky stuff out, and they gifted me and Matt both these cute, adorable Halloween mugs that I'm so grateful for. I'm so excited about them. This is Matt's. It is this beautiful skull. He is just, the color of him and the sculpt and everything. I don't know how easy it's gonna be to drink from, because often these like big different shaped mugs are kind of weird to drink out of, but if anything, he's just gorgeous. This looks like a mug that Merton Dingle would drink out of, and y'all know I'm about that.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like not enough people are talking about this guy. There's a lot of Cracker Barrel hype. Look at him. Handsome. And then I was gifted this cute little cauldron mug that says, I'm 100% that witch. Because I am 100% that witch.
And that's a rock fact.
Continuing on with last weekend shopping, we stopped at the Painted Tree Boutique, which if you're not familiar, it is amazing and it's dangerous. It's essentially just this big store full of individual little boutiques. So it's almost like going to like a craft fair, and you just have all these people with their unique items, everything from clothes, decor, jewelry, even some hot sauces and jellies and jams. But what I found is spooky McDonald's earrings. Look at this. This is adorable. Like, why are these little pumpkin pale earrings so friggin' cute? I mean, you can see, I like them big chunky earrings. I'm all about a big chunky earring, and I cannot wait to rock these. And only $7.95. Speaking of earrings, again, these aren't necessarily Halloween, but I'd like to think they're spooky adjacent, because as I'm getting older, I am accepting my swamp witch life. I'm dressing witchy. I'm into plants. Like I'm just all into that witchy vibe, right? I went to TJ Maxx yesterday in attempts to find some clothes that I can wear to the office, but TJ Maxx was giving. I was finding all kinds of things, and I didn't even buy all the things that I saw because I would be broke. But I did find these adorable leaf earrings on clearance for $10. How cute are those? I can just see this like with a witchy vibe, maybe a poison ivy vibe. You could easily do a poison ivy costume and incorporate these earrings. Like, I'm feeling it. Now, to go along with that witchy fashion, I have been eyeing this hat at Dolls Kill for a while. I've been watching it. And when it dropped in, price a little bit, was a little bit on clearance, not a lot. I was like, this is my moment. I'm buying it before it's gone for good. Because that's what always seems to happen when I'm eyeing these things and waiting for them to go on sale, and they just don't. But this did. This beautiful big old green hat from Dolls Kill. I think it's by the brand Widow. So it's a green felt hat. You have this little braided belt with this lace detail. And then underneath, it gets even cooler. You have these, I don't know if you can see this with this glare, but you have all these little, we have like a floral situation, some moons, very witchy. I love a good hat, and I'm just feeling like I want to dress like Lainey Wilson, but spooky. Like, that's the vibe that I'm trying to go for. I have many different styles, and it's hard for me to pick one. Some days I want to be a tomboy. Some days I want to be girly. Some days I want to be a witch. Some days I want to be spooky Lainey Wilson. And when I want to do that, this bad boy is getting busted out with the bell bottoms, and it's gonna be a good time. This particular hat is still available and is still on sale. So as long as it doesn't sell out or go away before I post this video, I'll put a link down below so you can get your very own spooky Lainey Wilson hat. Okay, now we're about to enter the real Halloween portion of this video. okay? So I honestly wasn't going to do a whole lot of Halloween shopping this year. I'm trying to save money, and honestly, a lot of things weren't really getting my attention. You know, the few items that I see that I really, really like, they're these items that people are literally like knocking grandma over, like Black Friday style, reselling for ridiculous prices on eBay. So they're kind of impossible. So I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna do much Halloween shopping this year. But when I was at TJ Maxx looking for office clothes, the Halloween shopping gods shine their light upon me as I found these two items that were on my wish list. I'm so excited that I found these. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I have been in such a good mood lately. Like, I've just been like, I don't know if it's the job offer or just like in general, life's been good because life's been kind of weird for me personally for a while. So I have just been in this, you know, kind of like a silly, goofy mood.
I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
Literally in TJ Maxx, I audibly gasped. I was that person that was scaring the normies in TJ Maxx. But first and foremost, look how handsome he is. Oh my God, I love this dude. The color of him is fantastic. This like brassy aged look. And he is giving so many vibes to me. First and foremost, I really, really wanted the skull with the exposed green brain from At Home because he was giving Morgus vibes. Now, I haven't been to At Home yet this season. So, I mean, you know, if I go and he's there, I might buy him. But when I saw him, I was like, oh, okay, I'm feeling this. Again, he's giving Morgus vibes, which if you're not familiar with Morgus, he is a New Orleans, you know, movie host legend, kind of like Elvira. And I do intend on doing a video fully about Morgus and his history and his legacy, so stay tuned for that. But he reminded me of Eric from Morgus, and I just think he's the most handsome thing in the world. He also gives me strong Merton vibes. This would 100% be in Merton's lair.
This is so cool!
And for the detail and like the vibes of this dude, I really thought he was gonna be more expensive. But he was in fact only $12.99. A bargain for this handsome little man. I love him so much. Now we've got the big one. I have been hunting this item down for, is this the second year? I think this came out for the first time last year. I could totally be wrong about that because like the years are a blur at this point. I'm 34, it all blends together. But I finally found the Bride of Frankenstein bust. I'm just so excited. Again, obsessed with Universal Monsters. So I had to have this woman. She is beautiful. Like, I just love her sculpt. She's even got the details on the arm of, like, the bandages. You got the streak in the hair. The stitches on side. She is absolutely gorgeous. And she can also hypnotize you because her eyes light up. I just love her so much. Now, if only I could get more Bride of Frankenstein in a movie, you know? She was gypped in her own movie, and we need more of her. We need more of her story. And she was only $19.99, and I was very glad that I found this one, because this is the one that we saw at Michael's and Home Goods and TJ Maxx last year, but they released like a new bust that's very, very similar, but she's a little different, and apparently she has glitter. I don't know why people keep torturing us with glitter. I don't want the herpes of arts and crafts in my home because once glitter enters the chat, it doesn't leave. It's there forever, and I don't want that. So I was very happy that I found her versus the other one because I was fully prepared to buy that one if I couldn't find this one. So very, very excited to have this beauty in my Universal Monsters collection. And speaking of Universal Monsters, I have noticed a big trend in the last like 2 or 3 years that we're starting to see a lot more Universal Monsters inspired pieces in decor. And I'm personally living for it. The only unfortunate thing is it does primarily seem to be Frankenstein and his bride, which I love them. I love Frankenstein. I love the Bride of Frankenstein. Obviously, I've been hunting for that for like over a year at this point. But can the Wolfman get a little love? That's all I'm asking. I ask it in movies, I ask it in books, in TV shows. Now I'm asking it in Halloween decor. Give werewolves love. We want the Harry Boys incorporated into our lives. Let's friggin' go. Especially, you know, the Barbie movie's coming out. You got Ryan Gosling as Ken. We're all watching him in these interviews being the charming little man he is. And as long as it's still happening, he's gonna be our next Wolfman. So, I'm gonna predict next year, we're gonna see werewolves in the decor. Maybe that's just me manifesting werewolves in decor. So anyway, that is the first Halloween haul of the season. Oh my God, so excited. This has got me pumped. I did not think I was gonna find those last two pieces. So now this has got me, I'm feeling lucky. I wanna buy a lottery ticket. I'm feeling good. So needless to say, I cannot wait for Spirit Halloween to open and go like spend an obscene amount of money in that store. It's gonna be a good time. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite piece was and also what pieces that you're looking out for this season, and may you find them. I'm gonna send some good luck and some vibes your way that you find your wish list pieces. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see more videos from us in the future. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you nerds later.